Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Tom YouTube channel. I hope everybody is doing fine and well on this Saturday morning. Of course, we are live back with another deadline stream. Hope everybody is doing well on this Saturday morning. As you can probably tell from my voice, I do have a little bit of a cold, so I've got some cough medicine, got some honey and lemon, so we should be good. We should be sound. I definitely thought I was going to be a little bit rough through the night. I was sweating my tits off, but we're back. We're good. Obviously, we're going to be doing team reviews in today's stream. So, of course, if you want to get your team reviewed by me, we're going to do them at 7:30, 8, and 8:30. So, make sure you're sending your teams to me over on Twitter. Now, what I've done is I've made it really simple for you guys now. I've understand like some people sometimes miss out. So, what I've done is I have literally just got a tweet, right? And I'll show you in a second, that literally says, I'm live now, leave team reviews. That's it. Simple as that. It just says, I'm live now. I've got team reviews. Bash them here. Simple as that. Easy. Done. Boom. There you go. That's all you got to do, right? Of course, if you're already an existing subscriber as well, make sure you are smashing that like button. It pushes this stream out to more people. And that is exactly what we want with these nice and early streams. We want to try and get as many people in here as possible. With, of course, the goal being, like, let's see if we can hit 19k at some point. Like, it could be possible, but we're, of course, gonna need a pretty big stream. So of course, if you do want to help the channel out, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me, and yeah, just appreciate it. Really, I do appreciate it. I can see in the chat already we've got one of our channel members, Zen. Hope you're doing good, my friend. The Essex Carpet Cleaning Company as well, who I've seen in the chat, says hi. You okay? I'm good, mate. I've got a little bit of a cold at the moment, but I'm not too bad. I hope you're doing well. Luca Franco says, do I get rid of Wirtz or Bruno for Semenyo? Oh, I mean, I'd be more tempted with Wirtz. I think Bruno, you know what you're getting, really. You're getting a guy who is going to play 90. Probably Almiron's going to get sacked soon as well, so you're probably going to get a new manager bounce out of him. Whereas Wirtz, yeah, I do think the minutes might start to become a bit of a doubt longer term. So I think after this week anyway, you're probably going to sell Wirtz. And I also don't think it's the most ideal fixture for Semenyo this week anyway. Newcastle have been pretty good. They're actually leading the way for expected goals conceded. So I'm not actually expecting too much out of Semenyo, so maybe he could be a little bit of a disappointed one. Will Harvey Elliott play? I think after the midweek performance, probably puts himself in contention. Tom, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well on this early Saturday morning. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you spam in that like button, as it does push this stream out to more people. Has Foden been overlooked? Very good question. When you get Foden right in these purple patches that he goes throughout his career, he can be an absolutely unreal asset. Yeah, I've had Foden in the past when he's been on one of these unreal streaks, and the guy is a joke. Like, genuinely, you can expect like 10 pointers most weeks from him. The problem is, Pep Roulette, Champions League has started, so I would be probably erring on the side of cautious, is what I'd say. I'd be erring on the side of cautious with Foden. But yeah, if you can get it right, and it's always a gamble because there's always that risk element of Pep Roulette, rotation, Foden completely dropping out of form. There is always that risk. But when he's in the mood and he looks good, which he does at the moment, there is always that temptation. So if you've got the balls and maybe you've got a bit of bench cover, then I think you'll be fine and you can probably go for it. Yeah, I genuinely think Man U will have a new manager soon. There was a great post by 11ify, whose data we use quite a lot in the streams and stuff, and they were saying like, oh yeah, Almiron has kind of like regressed. The club, and like the results are pretty much what you should expect from the data that he's put up over that time period. So it's kind of like a natural regression to the mean, if you like, where United are kind of hitting the levels that he's kind of been hitting. And in his post, he was basically like, yeah, it's Almiron has to adapt because his system clearly isn't working, or United give up on this project and they sack him. So that was kind of one of the ways. Project 17 Piano, hope you're doing good, mate. Who's the captain out of Haaland, Bruno, Wood, and Watkins? Ooh. I think it's going to be a difficult game for City. Any team that faces Arsenal, you know exactly what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting Arteta's defensive play, but I do think there will be goals in that game, so I probably would go with Haaland out of your lot there. Wood, can we trust Wood's minutes? I really don't know. Igor Jesus came off a little bit early in the Carabao Cup, bagged himself a brace, looked good, and a lot of Forest fans were like, we'd like to see him start, so... Maybe we see a 2 up front. Maybe we see Wood come off around 60. Maybe we even see Chris Wood benched for Igor Jesus. I think Wood still probably starts the game. I do. But I do think if, he's having a bad first half, Igor Jesus is chomping at the bit to play some game time. Shall I bench boost with Petrovic, Romero, Juve, and then die on the bench? I mean, they all play. I think the bench boost, right? If you've got players that some have good fixtures... which I definitely think is the case there with like Romero and Petrovic, then yeah, I think you should be fine. I think you should be fine. What are you doing in game week 6? We can talk through my transfer plans in a second and obviously go for it. My team is Verbergen, Dubravka, Van der Ven, Konza, Rondon, Esteve and Dai, Salah, Kudus, Bruno, Semenyo, Wood, Pedro, Gui. 1 free transfer. Would you wildcard? Probably not. I think I probably would stick. I think I'd maybe want a wild card next week. Because this is what led me away from wild card, right? Was I was looking at my team and I was going, even the wild card team I was going to build wasn't going to be like strong. Like it just wasn't going to be strong. So yeah. Too risky to punt on Watkins cap. Have Haaland. I mean, I don't like backing players that are heavily out of form. So, yeah, that would probably be where my head would be at with Watkins. But it seems from the early poll results that we do have a few people actually going for Watkins. 64% for Salah, 7% for Haaland, 13% for Watkins, and 16% for other. So, it does seem like Watkins is getting quite a lot of love at the moment. So, maybe there's something in it. Raya or Dubravka? I'd start Raya still. Would you start Strand Larsen this week? I know they said he's back in training, right, yesterday. So, I mean, if you're desperate and you need him to play, then yeah. But I think they'll probably ease him back in my opinion. Should I roll? Yeah, I probably would roll. I think for most people, the advice this week is going to be roll. A little bit of a boring one, I know, but that's probably the advice I'd go for. Morning, who to cap out of Virgil, Gakpo, Elliott, Mateta, and Haaland? Probably Haaland out of those lot. Hi, Tom, start Barnes or Porro? I'd go Porro. Thinking of a wild card next week, possibly Roos, Petrovic. I don't think you need 2 4.5s. I think we've got to play in 4. I'd drop Roofs. I'd put Dubravka in. Senesi, Rondon, Velcro, Semenyo, Caicedo, Grealish, Gakpo, Cullen, no, not a pick for me really either. So yeah, probably Cullen and Roofs are probably the ones I would swap around. Watkins cap could be a massive gamble. It is a massive gamble. I think captain a player that isn't in form is never going to be a good idea, so I personally won't go for it. Oh dear. Zen, what have you put here? Murillo is a doubt. I want to play one of my Burnley assets. Plan was Murillo and Dubravka if Murillo was fit, and Esteban Sanchez if Murillo was ruled out completely. So I don't know who to start. I'd still go with Sanchez. I'd literally go Sanchez and put Murillo in. Like if Murillo's benched, then that's it. Like I don't personally think Murillo probably plays. I do think I'm probably going to get Esteve off the bench for that one. Watkins cap this week would be crazy if he pulls. It would, but you could say that about any player. And I think just where Watkins is at right now, no. If you watch Salah midweek as well, oh my God. He was unreal. I had him in Champions League Fantasy and he cooked up. Let's put it that way. Sanchez or Dubravka. I'd still play Sanchez this week. I'd still play Sanchez. Hello, Tom. Between Juve, Williams, Reinders, and Esteve, which 2 should I play? I would play Williams, and I probably would either go... Oh, this is quite good, isn't it? It is quite good. Do you want to bench Reinders in that difficult game? Probably. So I reckon maybe Palace are on like a 16-game winning run, so I'd probably be more tempted to play Esteve. I know how wild that sounds, but that is where my head would be at. Sorry if I keep blowing my nose, by the way. I literally have a little bit of a cold at the moment. So if I plough him through, that deserves a like on its own. That does deserve a like on its own. Any news on Palace's start? Still out. Yeah, still out for the moment. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying today's stream, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, like button as well. Yeah, it would be appreciated. Let's see if we can try and get the stream to 50 likes nice and early. That would be great. Like I said, we're going to do team reviews at 7:30 as well. So get them sent to me on Twitter, and we will be reviewing your guys' teams at 7:30. Has anybody heard anything more on the Liverpool postponement as well? Because that was flying around on Twitter. There's like a yellow warning put against the game yesterday. So, one of those, I guess. Yeah, if you want to send to both teams, mate, that's fine. That's fine. Cap Haaland versus Pedro versus Wood. I still think I probably would go Haaland. I think there's just doubts around all those other players. Like, Munoz is probably the only other one I could guarantee like 90 for. Pedro played a full 90 midweek, so that's definitely an early substitution for him. Chris Wood, again, I think you've just got Igor Jesus chomping, ready to come on. Will Cunha start? I don't think he will. No, I've not seen him in the predicted lineup. As Salah being lucky, I'm considering... This is the thing, right? People are saying Salah is lucky, and I get that. I 100% get, like, they've been gifted some penalties, they've been gifted some last-minute goals, right? They have. But this is why you have players that, number one, are penalty takers, and number two, play full 90 minutes. Because a lot of the goals, usually, on average, are scored post 60 minutes, and then obviously into the last 20. Like, there's just... If you can go and look this up, literally most goals are scored towards the back end of the games, right? That's just a statistic. That's not me bullshitting you. That's not me saying like, oh, this is... That's genuinely a fact, right? Most goals are scored towards the back end of games. So that is why having players that play high expected minutes, and this is why we always bang on about it in the FPL community, is one of the reasons that we do it. And then again, you factor in you get a penalty taker to do that. That is why they are golden in terms... That is why like so many analytical managers love people like Bruno Fernandes, love Salah, because they play full 90s, they stay on the pitch, and they've got that penalty appeal. So if that team is awarded a penalty in the 90th minute, you know for a fact your man is on the pitch. That's why we all love them. So, yeah, there you go. I get the point about lucky, though. Like, Liverpool have had some, like, gifted results. But again, it's all about why you buy these players, all right? And if you watched Liverpool midweek, and Salah very easily could have had a brace, could have had an assist as well to the game. So I think he's getting himself back into form. Are you using your 2 free transfers? No, a few people have asked me about my my team. So let's run through the changes that I'm thinking about making to my team. So let me bring up Fantasy Football Hub. Of course, if you want to go and check them out, link in the description. Let's run through this team. I need to actually take off my wildcard. Reset, save. See if that broke the website. It didn't. Anyway, so obviously we know how we're lining up for this week. I've already got that set up. This is game week 6 then, where we've got 3 frees in hand, okay? So this is the transfer plans. Mateta out, because Glasner's making weird comments about him. Vert's out, and if Salah does blank today, we take Salah out. I know. Then we'll go and get Haaland. We'll go and get Palmer. Is it with a J or an I? It's with an I. And then we go and get Reinders. So that is then how the team would look. Let me make the transfers. Optimize team. Obviously, Murillo, it sounds like he's probably going to be back in the near future. So that would be then how the team would look. Now, if Murillo isn't back, obviously Anderson would play ahead of Tielemans. So if Murillo isn't back, there would then be a -4 move, and we go and get... I can't spell the guy's name. Senesi. So if he's not back, I will happily sit here and take a -4 and bring Senesi in if he's not back. If not, we'll do it the week after. So let's say, hypothetically, he's fine. which he should be if it's only a small injury. We've got 0.4 in the bank as well, so we don't have to rush this move if prices are changing and going down and stuff. We've got a little bit of flexibility. Sorry. So then that's how we'll look for game week 6, okay? Game week 7, this is how we'd come into the team. Obviously, at this point anyway, we could either bench Murillo for Anderson and roll the transfer, or we could, of course, then upgrade that to Senesi if we wanted to go down that route anyway. So we've got that route again available to us. Game week 8, again, this is probably definitely where I need to bring in a defender. As you can see, we've got Villa, not an easy fixture, City, Chelsea, and Anderson has Arsenal. So at this point, we probably would be definitely taking out Murillo for Senesi anyway, come game week 8. Or, of course, a new option might emerge that hits DEFCON. But for the next few weeks, let me talk you through the plans then. So it is going to be a roll this week. Next week, it is going to be a free transfer, free transfers, maybe even a -4. So Haaland in for Mateta, Reinders in for Wirtz, and Palmer in for Salah. That is the free planned move, okay? And then, yeah. And if we do take the -4 as well, I am tempted to play the triple captain on Haaland, because I've been looking through, right, and I don't think there's another like big standouty week for a lot of players. Like, we can go through the fixtures, but there's not like another option where I'm like, yeah, this is great, this is great. For people worrying about team selection, team review, sorry, if you want to come to this tweet right here that literally says live now, leave teams below for review, this is the one you want to do for your team reviews, okay? So leave your teams under this tweet right here, if of course you want to get your team reviewed by myself. All right, there we go. Let's get back to answering some questions in the chat and seeing what you guys have got to say. Yep, week 19, they will all reset, so you do have to play them at some point. Morning, Tom. Feel like I have to wildcard this game week. When would I get it back? 19. That's why everyone was saying game week 19. Cool. People are saying Wirtz might get benched and Gravenberch, McAllister, Sabitzer might play a midfielder with either one of Frimpong or Bradley at right back. Please no, I need Florian Wirtz to start. I really hope that's not the case, man. I would be cooked. I would honestly be cooked this week. On a wild card, Walter or Evan Nielsen, I have Semenyo. I mean, Walter, some doubts around minutes and looks like he's going to probably be managed. I do like him as an option, though, but I think if you just want security in minutes, you go Evan Nielsen. Which three do I play from? Anderson, Senesi, Rondon, Van Dijk, or Munoz? I would play... who's Anderson got this week? It's a good fixture, Anderson. Home as well. He usually hits DEFCON at home. So, I would play Anderson, Van Dijk, and then probably Munoz. Yeah, they're the three that I play. Are you not getting rid of Tielemans for an injury, or is it not worth it? I think transfers are that precious that I think bringing in big hitters is going to be the better move. Like, Tielemans we can just get rid of at some point. Like, he will be back. It looks like he's only a 1 to 2 game week injury. Game week 7, they've got Burnley. So if I need to roll him out in game week 7, I've got that option. There's still the wildcard option in game week 7 as well. Like, very much so. There is that option. Would you sell Johnson for Xavi Simons? Yes. Morning all. Hope you're doing well. What time are team reviews? They are going to be at 7:30. They are going to be at 8. And they're going to be at 8:30, okay? Make sure you're hitting that like button, by the way, today, guys. Massively appreciate everybody that does so. It pushes the stream out to more people, and that is exactly what we want with these streams. Try and hit as many people as we possibly can. Of course, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. It does mean the world to me, and yeah, we're on that road, that grind to 20k now. We had a great week last week. I think we hit like 1,000 subscribers in like 7 days or something daft. So yeah. Tempted to not free hit in game week 6 and Gamble that Haaland doesn't haul, seeing everyone will TC him. Yeah, I get that. How mate do you think Harvey Elliott will start? Probably, yeah. I've took Tarkowski out, as got 3 Liverpool players and put a Palace defence in. Would you rate that? Yeah, I think Tarkowski's fine, though. He's probably going to hit DEFCON again, so maybe a 4. Semenyo or Haaland for cap? Haaland. Why play Murillo instead of Esteve? I mean, I don't think Murillo will probably end up playing, so I think Esteve's probably going to just come into this side anyway. Hey Tom, plan for next week is Watkins to Haaland and Salah to Foden if Foden doesn't play in the Carabao Cup. Worth a hit. Also, I'll be flying during the deadline, so I might have to do it a bit earlier. I don't think that's worth the hit, no. How did you get on in Champions League Fantasy? I'm around 15k, one of my best starts. Very nice. Not great. Not great. The Game Week 2 wildcards got a bit mudded. I picked Pedro rather than Trincao. If we picked Trincao, I think we'd have been fine, but yeah, just too many games that didn't go our way, like the Benfica game, the Panathinaikos game, not Panathinaikos, I keep saying that, Olympiacos game didn't really go to our way. So yeah, fair play for everybody that had a great start on UCL. Love it. Is it like Game Week 16, 17 something for AFCON? Someone will know in the chat. Would you have Mateta or João Pedro? I'm on a free hit. Probably Mateta. It's a weird week for a free hit, right? Sol Johnson to Simmons. Yeah, you asked me that one. I said yeah. Would you bench boost with Dubravka, Cunha, Dorgu, Nico Williams? I don't know if Cunha's back, so probably not. Grealish in my team. Bench boost 8 is okay. I think genuinely, if you're worried about a bench boost, don't be. It's the worst chip possible. I would say if you can hit 10 points on a bench boost, that's been a pretty decent bench boost for you. It's a very limited chip, okay? Don't stress, don't worry. If you've got a bench that you think, right, I can roll this out, I can activate the chip, whack it on. Because you never know. You genuinely never know with the bench boost. You could sometimes have the best fixtures on the bench and everybody picks up a 2-pointer. You could, right? I think if you've got a decent bench that is playing, get it out of the way, play it now, boom. You'll not regret it, alright? Should I bench boost with Rare, Timber and Reinders? They could all do well. The fixture isn't great, I get it. But they could do very, very well in that fixture. So if you fancy it, go for it. So would you rather keep Salah than take him out for a hit, Haaland for a hit? Yes. Unless you were going to TC Haaland, then yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he goes straight back in, Cunha. I just don't think they put him straight back in. It's one of those. I don't think I've had Brian Mbeumo on a wild card or Cody Gakpo. Not for me. I own Haaland and Watkins, but I'm going to captain Palmer. Fair. I think Palmer could be a decent shout, actually. We've not really spoke about him. Again, might maybe see an early substitution. Sorry, I'm just reaching for some tissue. Hope everyone's doing good this morning. Of course, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you're hitting that like button. It is appreciated. I can't believe we're going to be going into a game week where Salah's probably got the best fixture and we're only looking at 60% and people are suggesting captaining João Pedro ahead of him. I think people that have got Salah this week could do very well. I really, really do. What would be your plans? What would be your players to target on a free hit? I mean, you have to look at the best fixtures, and it is Forest, Villa, these teams that have started the season bad. So you kind of have to just trust them, but it's a really iffy week to target certain teams on a free hit. If you look at the betting data, you've got Liverpool, Everton, big clear favourite, and then just the rest are not really clear. It's all very, very tight, so it's hard to really say. Cunha to Semenyo or start Cunha, roll, and next week. I mean, have you got any bench cover? Have you got any just 4 million duds or 4.5s? Do you think Arsenal will keep City quiet? They will try their best. I don't know how that game is going to go, but they'll definitely try their best, won't they? They will try their best. Semenyo or Salah for captain? Salah. Should I start Reinders, Van der Ven or Brennan Johnson? Van der Ven or Reinders for me. Morning, Tom. Hope you are well. Tarky, Grealish or use my bench. Dorgu, Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams hits DEFCON, right? A lot. So maybe Tyler Adams ahead of Grealish. I think Tarkowski, right, could be just a fine player to play this week. Like, he genuinely could. Reinders is my bench. Then you're fine then, bro. Just have Reinders come in. Play Cunha. If Reinders comes in, Reinders comes in. What suggestions would you give for Mbeumo and Gakpo? Did you have Semenyo in there? Maybe like a Xavi Simons potentially to look at as well. Like a Cole Palmer. These would be the type of midfielders I would be looking at. All this worry about scores, and I reckon the average score could be about 40. Yeah, like genuinely, this could be a very low scoring week. It could just be like one or two players that have shined through, which we've seen already this season, by the way. We've seen weeks where, you know, there's been like one or two popular picks that go off, and then everybody else is just left looking at like 2 points. We could genuinely have another week like that where everybody's kind of just scratching their head going, yeah, we got 2 points. It really could be one of those. Thoughts on Watkins captain? No, I think you just go Salah. Don't overthink it. Go Salah. Then if you think he's just going to get a bench cameo, play Reinders. Just play Reinders, mate. There you go. I think you're trolling if you've got the Watkins cap. I can't believe so many people are thinking about it. I really can't. I saw Golden on his stream was talking about potentially maybe even selling them early this morning. And I've got people in my stream going, yeah, I might captain him. What? This guy is heavily out of form, by the way. Like, ridiculously out of form. I don't think I'd go near it. For me, anyway. I don't think I'd personally go near it. We are 1 like away from 50, by the way, guys. So do keep smashing those likes in. It really is appreciated. Especially with a little bit of a cold today. It is appreciated. Yeah, Tyler Adams is a DEFCON beast. I thought he was. I remember seeing his name pop up while I was doing research. So yeah, he could be a good one. Ekatike captain. Jesus, no. They might just start Isak. They genuinely might just start Isak. Like, that's what could happen. Grealish might do good in the derby. He could. Reinders or Ndiaye to start. And Ndiaye is the penalty taker, so I probably would maybe start Ndiaye. Because again, you know my thought process, and you know how much I love penalty takers. Is if for example, Everton get a penalty, you want the guy who's going to be taking it, right? Reinders doesn't have that. He doesn't have that, does he? So, yeah. Team reviews will be at 7:30 over on Twitter. We'll do another batch at 8 and then at 8:30. So, plenty of time for you guys to get your team sent in. Salah or Palmer cap? Now, that is a more interesting debate. I still think I'd go Salah, but I don't mind the Palmer one. If Wirtz looks good today in Halls, that won't happen. I still won't change my plans. He's still going to be a sell for next week. This could be the week for players who were bad at the first 4 game weeks. I really hope so, because my team exemplifies that massively. Reinders or Xhaka? I actually think I'd play Xhaka, you know. He's hitting DEFCON for fun at the moment, isn't he? He's just ticking along with his points as well, isn't he? Is it crazy to bench Haaland? Yes. Benching a player that is going to play 90 minutes and has penalties? Never a good idea. He could be the worst player on the pitch, right? He could have 2 touches. But if one of those touches is him stroking the ball into the back of the net for a penalty, you are looking at a good point score. Okay? No, Sunderland have actually been surprisingly good at XG conceded this season. So I think, you know, it's going to be a lot tougher than people think. Good to bring in Xavi. Yeah, I like Xavi Simons. Like, he's just going to take all the set pieces. So he's got set piece share. I like that. No Salah, brought in Isak and Haaland for a -4 hit. Playing a bench boost to make up for it. João Pedro captain. Okay, interesting moves, interesting moves. Thanks for the UCL team review. Unfortunately, I picked Mignolet as my second keeper, so unlucky. Oh, very unlucky, my man. Unlucky. Hopefully, you'll be back for game week 2, though. João Pedro, Semenyo, or Haaland cap? I probably would look at Haaland. Exactly. It only ever takes one good stroke to finish the job. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. One good stroke is all you need. Sunderland, the 5th for XG conceded. Thank you very much, FPL Mackham. There we go. Troll of the season so far, Murillo and Watkins. I have both. Murillo, Watkins, Wirtz, all in there. And guess who I've got in my team? All 3. I think Rodgers is also a worthy contender for that, isn't he? Thoughts on Sancho? Wouldn't go near him. If so, should I bench for Haaland? Probably like tossing, maybe. Yeah, probably tossing. My wildcard team. Yeah, looks good. Maybe go next week. Maybe go next week. I think a lot of people will probably go next week. But if you want to get ahead of the curve, then, yeah, go for it. Lots of love and support from Malaysia. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that is here nice and early. If, of course, you are watching from somewhere else outside of the UK, let me know. And if you're in the UK, let me know where you're watching from today as well. Get it in the chat. See where the most random places we can get, all right? Even if, you know what, even if somebody's like, yeah, I'm from Telford, that would be pretty rogue. All right, that would be pretty rogue. Like I said, sure, you are hitting that like button. It does push the stream out to more people. Let's see if we can absolutely smash the likes today. Let's see if we can get the big 100. Let's see if we can get it. I always appreciate a nice 100 to start the day. As well, keep those subscriptions coming in. Let's see if we can hit the magic number. Let's see if we can hit 19k. What flag is that? What flag is that? I don't know what flag that is. Speedy says he's from Surrey. Very nice. India in there as well. Watching from the bog, says FPL Mackham. Nice. Triple captain this week for Salah or wait? I'd wait, and he's from Nigeria. Yeah, I'd wait for next week. Get on that Haaland hype. Get on that Haaland hype, bro. Great stream, by the way. Thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate that one. Coming all the way from Manchester United Killers Grimsby. Very nice. I hope you're enjoying Christy Pym and Danny Rose, ex-Mansfield. I currently have Munoz captain. Sucky week for captains. I think if you've got Salah, just stick it on Salah. Don't confuse things. Just stick it on Salah. It'll be fine. Is Palmer a nice captain? Yeah, I think he's not a bad captain. Oh, nice. Get a guess. I am genuinely not sure, mate. I don't know any, islands in the Indian Ocean. I don't. It's not Sri Lanka. I know that flag, but I've never seen that flag, so you're going to have to tell me no. Another one from Malaysia. Nice. Croatia as well. Sweet. We've got lots of different countries in the chat. I'm liking it, guys. I'm liking it. Wonderful stuff. It's great to have so many people in here. Love it. Currently doing the NC 500. Watching from the wonderful Isle of Skye. Bit windy though. What is the NC 500? Am I dumb? Should I know what that is? NC 500. What is this? Oh, it's a route in your car. Oh, okay. 500 miles of stunning coastal scenery in the far north of Scotland. Very nice. Very, very nice. Trinidad and Tobago, Caribbean, Hawaii, nice. When will Saka be back? I probably would say he's not really going to be an option probably till next international break. Post-international break. Scottish route, yeah, thank you. Just had a little Google of that. Looks nice. Oh, sweet. Oh. I didn't know that's what that flag looked like. Alright, well, you learn something new every day. Sorry, I'm just reaching for some tissue to blow my nose. You do learn something new every day on this stream. I think maybe we should have a plan in case we get late news that Wirtz is going to be benched. Because that could mud me this week. I think if Wirtz was to be benched, who's got a decent fixture that's cheap? Paqueta? I think it would just be one of those, obviously, to free up the other moves we want to do next week, right? Let's head over to Fantasy Football Hub. Have a look who the best cheap midfielders are that they're rating. Mids. Has to be like this price range. Elliot Anderson, yeah, always going to be a good shout. I mean, there's still Fancy and Reinders, right? Hang on. Oh no, that's game week 6. Game week 5. Who've we got? Caicedo's always going to be a pretty steady Eddie. I like Caicedo. So yeah, not some bad options here, right? Anderson, Tavernier, Reinders. Yeah, okay. Who else we got? Anybody? No, nobody else really. Okay, final call for team reviews. This is the tweet right here. If you come to my profile, leave it under there. Get your team reviews in. And yeah, we'll get those done in a second. Team reviews in 1 second. Is that the Oman? Oh my days, my flag knowledge is really being tested today. Am I checking Twitter? Yep, we've got Twitter loaded up. We're ready. We're ready for team reviews at past. 75 likes on today's stream, guys. Thank you very much for your support already. Do keep them coming in. Let's see if we can smash it to 200. That would be great to see. I think as well, we're very close. Yeah, we are very, very close to hitting 18.7k on the channel already. So, great stuff. Good stuff early doors. Let's see if we can keep pushing. You know for a fact, even though I'm a bit ill today, if we hit 19k, I will boogie woogie. Alright, I'll boogie woogie all over this bad boy. And I hope you're enjoying seeing Hank Trader's face keep repeatedly popping up as well. That's great. Bringing Foden ready for next week. Heard it here first. Yeah, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Thoughts on Caicedo? Yep. If you need somebody that's just going to pick up like a steady 4, then he's your man. Murillo to Senesi or defender up to 5.7 and bench boost with that defender. Yeah, I think you could go... Yeah, I think you could bench boost with that. That'd be fine. Or keep Grealish and bring in Gardner in for Cullen. I don't think I would bring in Gardner even. No, not a good pick. If you want to go for an Everton cheap pick, go for Dewsbury Hall. Glasgow, Portugal, nice. Right, it is past. We've had 20 teams sent in already. So thank you very much. As you can see, my DMs are full of teams. And yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. So this is the first one. Make sure, by the way, if you do send your team that you are following me on Twitter. Twitter sometimes can be a little bit iffy, so make sure you're dropping me a follow over on Twitter, and yeah, it'll get there. One free transfer, plan is to roll, bench boost active. Yeah, I think that's fine. Not a bad bench boost. Go for it. Worried in case Sanchez will be rested after the management. I'd put him in. Like, what are the chances Sanchez is going to get subbed on? Very minimal. Put Sanchez in. If he doesn't play, then you get Darlow. Simple as. All right? Anybody that's got Sanchez and you've got, like, Dubravka, Darlow, whatever as your backup goalkeeper, just play Sanchez. Play him, and then if he doesn't play, you just get the other guy come in. You don't see goalkeeper substitutions. You just don't. All right? Oh, that was a good one. Oh. Ah. All right. Well, we're burning through the tissue today. Right, we did that one. I'm going to free hit. Any suggestions? I don't think I'd probably go Donnarumma. Yeah, I don't think I'd go Donnarumma away at Arsenal. Doesn't seem like the most ideal. I'd maybe back like either like a double Palace, potentially. I think I'd actually, yeah, I'd probably maybe want like a double Palace. I think that might be better. Or Chuck Martinez in if you back Villa a little bit. Remove Johnson for Xavi. Yeah, I said yeah, that's fine, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad move. Great stream. Planning to roll to get Haaland in 6. Yeah, I think a lot of people are obviously going to be looking to roll this week. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, very easily rollable. Very easily rollable. Captain and benching dilemma. I mean, captain-wise, I probably would not stick it on Verge. I'd stick it on Haaland. Benching? Oh, yeah, Paqueta benching. You could bench boost with that. Like, I'm being serious, right? That is bench boostable. For me, that is bench boostable. I'd be happy to play my bench boost with that. So if you've got it, I think chuck it on. If you've got it left, genuinely, chuck that as a bench boost. That is a fine bench boost to play this week. Messi team, 1-3, 1.7 million in the bank, debating wildcard. Yeah, I understand why you're debating the wildcard. But you've got a bit of bench cover in case anybody doesn't play here. I think you've got the best captain for this week. Can you get to Haaland next week? Yes. I would maybe have a play around on like FPL.team or like Solio or Fantasy Football Hub. And I'd see what I'd like. If anybody's a little bit unsure about their team and they're thinking about wildcarding, plan out how your transfers are going to look in the next few weeks. That's what I did with my team. And yeah, that's genuinely what the advice I would give people is head over to those websites, plan your transfers, see what your team needs in each week. If you think, right, I can't get there realistically or I can't get this big hitting player without the wild card, then look to activate the wild card. Otherwise, just, you know, keep building those transfers, look to make the moves you want to move. Maybe a -4 might be needed. Like with my team, I've got that -4 route, I've got the wild card route, I've got my options open, okay? That is honestly what I would suggest for you. Head into those apps, have a little bit of a play around. If you think, right, I can't get the players I'd like to get in, then maybe wildcard. Bench boost, yay or nay? Yep, think that's a perfectly fine bench boostable team. Wouldn't mind that. That's fine. Captain Salah, again, could even bench boost with that. That could be a bench boostable team. It might not even be a bad week to play the bench boost. If we think it's going to be a low scoring week this week, with obviously, you know, a lot of teams like neck and neck, could just be one of those where players that you've benched actually surprise you and you're like, you know what, don't mind it. This would have been a bench boostable team if Murillo was fit and available and Strand Larson, but yeah, you've got the cover. You've got the cover if needed. Like if any of these players don't play, I get it. You can just get away with it. For tough fixtures for some of them, yeah, there is a few tough fixtures in there, but I think everybody's kind of in that same boat. Overall, though, pretty decent team, and I'd be happy to take that into this week. Playing the bench boost this week, Fort Legend. Yeah, I mean, again, you've got the players that are playing. Like, the double Everton, not the most ideal fixtures in the world, I get it. But not a bad fixture for Goodmanson. Fine fixture for Dubravka as well. Like, you could come away with a decent score. Again, you've got the players that are at least playing. Tarkowski could hit his 4. He very easily could just hit 4 points. The other lot playing and just, you know, maybe you get a clean sheet out with the other ones. Could be lead to a potential decent bench boost score. So yeah, again, don't mind it. Free transfers, probably going to roll for a mini wildcard. Nice. Yeah, I think if you're going to roll, that's fine. Get through to next week. Then you can reassess and see whatever you need to do with your team. There are a few players like De Cooper. Again, probably longer term, wouldn't really want him. Would maybe want like a Senesi. Ekatike after this week, definitely going to be a sell. Wirtz after this week, definitely going to be a sell. So yeah, I get it. There's going to be some rejigging, obviously going around. Do I bench boost? I don't know who that guy is, and I don't think he plays, so no. I mean, you want a full bench at least for the bench boost, so yeah, I wouldn't do that. One free transfer, concerned about Wood's minutes, and still got Bruno. Bruno's fine, don't worry about Bruno. He'll score a penalty today or tomorrow, whenever they play, and you'll go... No, it's today, isn't it? It's today. Yeah, he'll score a penalty, and then you'll go, yeah, we're back. We're so back. But I think you could be fine just to roll through this week with that. Won't worry about it too much. And final team of this batch of team reviews. Don't worry if you've only just joined the stream or you're worried about your team and you want to get it reviewed. We're going to do another batch at 8 o'clock, then at 8:30, okay? So there's 2 more rounds after we've done this one. Evo FPL is going to be our final one of this one, though. Again, mate, yeah, I think you could very easily just roll that. You've got a Stev to come on, or Reinders if Murillo doesn't play. So I think you're in a good position. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Is Murillo confirmed out? No. Murillo is not confirmed out. Like I said, we're going to do another batch at 8 o'clock. So if you didn't get your team reviewed in that round, get it sent in for the 8 o'clock round, okay? All right? Everybody happy with that? Everyone know the dealio? Good. All right? 8 o'clock is going to be the next round of team reviews, okay? 8 o'clock. 8 a.m. should I say. Yeah, 8 o'clock is still right, though. Yeah, it's still right, but not right, if you know what I mean. We're on 84 likes for today's stream as well. Make sure you are hitting that like button. It does push this stream out to more people, and that is exactly what we want to see, as always. Is Ndoye from Forest a good pick? No, his minutes are definitely not so secure. Start and die or Reinders. I'd go and die with the penalty peel. Should I play... I'm not going to read that one in case that's bad. Yeah, retype that, who that is. What to do with Murillo? I think if you've got bench cover, it will be fine. Dubravka or Sanchez, play Sanchez. Like, you don't see substitute goalkeepers. It just doesn't happen, so don't sweat it. Should I play Rice today or go 3 Palace players? I'd probably go 3 Palace players. Who would you choose from Foden or Gakpo? Foden, probably, with the fixtures coming up. Yeah, that's fine. Like it's fine for this week. It's just fine. Like, Matoma's plays minutes. Hechan's got leads. Like, it's fine. Bring Elliot, Anderson, Sarr, Spurs, or Harvey Elliott for the upcoming weeks. I mean, Elliot Anderson is just going to be a steady Eddie. Elliot could be the spicy pick. I probably won't go near Sarr. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. If you really want to TC Haaland, I get it. And if you want to keep banking transfers, that is fine. That is completely fine. I get that. That is a very, very wise and could be a good move. But I also think it's a case of, yes, you could TC in 6, or... like, there's a big swing around 12, 13. If you want to, either bank a lot of transfers into that or use your wild card there and get all these transfers out now, could also be a pretty decent option, okay? Is Haaland in Game Week 6 a must-have if I don't have a wild card? I probably would say so. He's going to probably have close to 200% effective ownership, I would say. I think just captaining Haaland for that week, I reckon he'll be close to 200%. Just because you're going to have a lot of people gamble with the triple captain on him. You are going to have so many people gambling on triple captain with Haaland. Which GK do I play? Sells or Vicario? Probably Sells. Any news on the weather in Liverpool? No, nothing yet. But yeah, I did retweet that post. I don't think he has a higher ceiling than Haaland. No. I mean, Isak looked pretty decent. Could start the derby. Ekatike, when he came on, didn't look great midweek. Didn't look good against Burnley. Like, that could be it. That could be his time up. I think he maybe still starts the game, but I do think that's going to be an early substitution waiting. Start Reinders or Ndai. Ndai, you've got a penalty taker. I'm always going to say start the penalty taker. I'm going to sell Salah for Ndai in game week 6 and bring in Haaland for Gui. And in game week 7, I'm going to bring in Gabriel for VVD. Like all those moves you've suggested, my man. Like them all. By the way, guys, we are ridiculously close to 100 likes on today's stream. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. We're only one subscriber as well, away from 18.7k on the channel, which is just amazing. Just amazing. I love you guys. You're the best. You are the best. Bench boost Dubravka, Senesi, Dewsbury Hall, Estev. It's not the best bench boost, but it will do the job, I reckon. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Feel like Haaland TC in 6 is better than 13 and 15 as they have a run of 5 fixtures in 14 days. This is what I mean, and this is why I think I'm going to use it next week. I'm just looking through the fixtures, right? And you look through them and you just go, it gets that busy Christmas period and you're just thinking, could they be benched? Could they play maybe reduced minutes? Could he be knackered? Yes. So it's one of those, isn't it? I think Salah will get a 10 to 12 pointer this week. I hope so. I hope so. That'd be great. That would be great. Thank you very much for 100 likes already on today's stream. You guys are absolute legends. Let's see if we can continue this good roll. Keep the likes coming in. It is appreciated as always. Chris Wood cap? No, not for me. Will Saka and Isak start? I don't think Saka will. Isak maybe, but again, doubt it. No Salah, would you? I cap Haaland. Should I play my bench boost? Dubravka, Estev, Nico Williams, Adingra. Is Adingra playing like good minutes? I've not really heard anything or seen him playing. So yeah, I don't know if Adingra's playing, then yeah, sure. But if he's not, then Richarlison and Mustetti will score. I have a feeling. Fair. Jamie's using his TC. Hope you're doing good, man. First time I've seen you in the chat today. I hope you're doing good. You must have popped in while I was doing team reviews or something. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. Thank you very much for your continued support on the channel. By the way, guys, 18.7k is wild. It is a wild amount of subscribers. So feeling very grateful today. Feeling very, very grateful. Yeah, appreciate it. Is Reinders a hold if you wildcard in 6, 7 or 8? Probably, yeah, I'd probably say so. He's still a good pick, isn't he? Definitely a good pick. I quit UCL Fantasy because I just want to avoid football. Fair. I mean, it did upset me. I was like, oh, damn it. I was at a gig on Thursday. Came out and I was like, damn Sporting players just blanking everywhere. I was fuming. I was fuming when I saw all the Sporting players blanking. I was like, you twats, basically. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're decent. We're decent. We are decent. Looking at the poll, we have got 62% going for Mohamed Salah as the best captain, 16% for other, 13% for Haaland. You know what? I'm gonna do another poll. Oh, I'm gonna do another poll. Just chuck my phone at the thing. We're gonna get another poll going, okay, guys? Haaland TC in game week 6. There we go. Get your votes in for that one. Are you playing the triple captainship on Haaland in game week 6? Would you see Burnley keeping a clean sheet? I honestly wouldn't. I wouldn't even put it past it at this point. Is it fine to have no Liverpool players? It is a derby. It's not one of the most high-scoring derbies you've ever seen. So, yeah, I think there's a possibility for it. Is Isak starting? We don't have any confirmation on news yet. I would probably maybe say no after a midweek start. João Pedro or Haaland captain this week? I'd probably go Haaland. Captain Elliot Anderson? No. Bench boost in 6. My girlfriend's team is set up nicely for a bench boost in 6. She's got like double Everton. And they've got West Ham. I think she's got somebody else nice on the bench. So she could theoretically play the bench boost in that week. Like, it's a good team. Should I captain Haaland or Semenyo? Haaland. Should I roll the transfer? Got Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Shaw injured. Got Murillo. Oh dear, Murillo maybe. Yeah, you might need to maybe make one, or otherwise you're going to maybe be in a bit of a tricky situation. Bench boost, Dubravka, Juve, Paqueta, Van de Ven. That's a fine bench boost. Is Timber a good option? I think with Champions League football, maybe a little bit dicey. Whom to sell for Semenyo? Wirtz to Rodgers. I mean, Rodgers? Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong. Probably maybe Wirtzy boy after this week. Rodgers has also been stinking up the gaff, hasn't he? Play one of Goodmanson, Grealish, Paqueta penalties. Senesi could also be decent with Defcon and maybe a clean sheet. Shall I swap Ekitike as Isak will probably have minutes? I wouldn't do a straight swap for them, but Ekitike definitely will be a player I would maybe be looking to get out after this week, ASAP. Currently ranked 69k, very nice. Says good luck to everyone in game week 5. Bruno or Palmer cap? I would be more tempted with Palmer. Should I captain João Pedro or Gakpo? Neither. Tielemans is injured. Yep. Start Goodmanson or Anderson from Fulham. Anderson from Fulham. He's been a Defcon beast. I'm bench boosting Dubravka, João Pedro, Paqueta and Goodmanson. Decent little bench boost. Fair enough. Somebody's just called me a clown. Fair enough, mate, if that's your opinion. When do you expect Haaland to rise again? I mean, if he scores after Sunday, probably Sunday. Is Enzo a good option? I don't mind Enzo. He's lost the penalty appeal now, but he is still taking some set pieces, so yeah, he's not bad. Will Marlon start? No, I don't think so. Fair enough, if you can't see City scoring, then don't go for it. Isak or Palmer for game week 7. Depends on Isak's minutes. I probably would lean more towards Palmer at the moment. Divorce my wife if she's not making you happy, my friend. And maybe the kids have gone. Maybe it's time to, get the divorce papers out. There you go. There you go. We're more than just FPL advice. We're life advice as well, all right? We are life advice as well. 10 minutes till we do the next lot of team reviews, so make sure you're getting your team sent to me over on Twitter. Make sure to continue to like today's stream and hit that subscribe button as well. Oh, apparently he was calling someone else in the chat a clown. I'll let him off. I'll let him slide then. I'll let him slide. What else have we got kicking off in here? Villa will not score this season. I mean, they theoretically have to score at some point. What are my plans? We went through my plans earlier. It's going to be a roll this week. And it's going to be free transfers next week. It's going to be Reinders, Salah, and... who was the other one? Palmer in at the moment. So yeah, they're my plans at the moment. Okay. I think a lot of people probably will roll this week. I do think a lot of people probably will roll. Yeah, I think quite a lot will probably roll. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably will roll. Another batch of team reviews, like I said, at 8 o'clock. So get your team sent to me on there. What do I think of Watkins captain? No. Start Porro or Anderson in defence. I like Anderson, you know. He can hit Defcon. Haaland is in my plans, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mention Haaland, yeah. Haaland in for Mateta next week. Thank you, Jamie, for moderating the chat. I appreciate you, bro. Watkins brace, we will be there. I've been there. I've been hoping for that since game week 1, and we've had Nish. So, probably going to get Nish out of him again, aren't we? I'd start Paqueta. Good fixture, penalty taker, can hit Defcon. There's your appeal, isn't there? Yerry Pino, Rodgers out, and who to captain, and Buemo or Haaland? Haaland. Rondon or Reinders. Maybe Rondon? It's not a bad fixture to play him, is it, this week? I have a feeling Watkins will score a hat-trick. Let's hope, my friend. Let's hope, all right? I'm going to sell Salah and Gyökeres for Haaland and Palmer in game week 6. What do you think? Yeah, fine. I mean, Gyökeres is going to come into good fixtures, though, around game week 7. So, be careful. I'm going with a back 5 today. This is the thing, right? Back 5s could be very, very popular, and I've said this. You've got a lot of defenders that are scoring well, hitting DEFCON. Goals aren't flying in. I don't mind it. Porro hit it once, though. Porro's hit it once, and he's lost his set-piece share. So, yeah. Let's have a look at the poll then. See how many people are potentially thinking about a triple captain in game week 6. 63% of you are thinking about a triple captain. Wow. This is what I'm saying. Haaland's effective ownership is going to be like close to 200%. Captaining him might not even be enough to get anything out of him. Munoz or Mateta captain? Jeez. Probably Mateta. Raya or Dubravka play Raya. Captain Salah or Palmer. I'd go Salah. Porro or Van de Ven this week? Porro. What's my rank? A lot. It's too high. Shall I swap Ekitike as Isak will probably get more minutes? I don't think I'd do the swap for the pair of them. I think both of them are probably a void for me. I would probably go VDV, Williams. Actually, I probably would play all 4 ahead of Ahmad. Maybe. But I do think we are probably going to see more rotation from Chelsea. They're going to be a side that will be rotating quite heavily. Yeah, we usually get Liverpool leaks. We do usually get Liverpool leaks. We do. Bruno out for Semenyo for game week 5. I never really liked taking Bruno out, but I get it. Semenyo has been cooking, is on penalties, so there is that appeal, isn't there? There is that appeal. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. We're going to do another round of team reviews in 5 minutes. So make sure you are sending them me on Twitter. As always, do appreciate everybody's support in the chat. And, of course, with the like button as well. If you want to show your appreciation for today's stream, let's see if we can hit 150 likes. By the way, I've just got a bit of a cough sweep. As you probably can hear, I've had a bit of a cold. So, just having a little bit of a cough sweep. I'm trying to get my voice back a little bit. Yeah, if we get Liverpool team news, then I definitely think Vertsy Boy could be on his way out of the team, which isn't great. I have used FPL Review in the past. I don't currently use it, but yeah, I've used it in the past. I think that's the thing. Like, I'm not like a big... I wouldn't say like I'm a big model manager. Like, I use them for just more... Like, I would say I use them more just to back up my decision-making. And maybe have it question my decision-making sometimes. That's about it. I mean, City probably have a good first and second choice goalkeeper now. You know it's Pep. You know the amount of times Edison was just randomly benched. I still don't think I'd go near it. Please don't spam in the chat though, bro. We will get round to questions as and when. I'm playing a 4-5-1 this week. I think I'm going to... mate, 4-5-1 could be the way to go. Watkins and Gakpo to Haaland and King for a free next week. And TC Haaland, yep, don't mind it. What do you think of Gabriel? Is he a good option for this week or later? Probably more later, I would say, but he's going to be a very popular defender pick in the next few weeks. Chris Wood, I do think will probably maybe get an early substitution if he's not scored. Yeah. Is Grealish worth keeping? Yes. There's a reason you bought him. Like, just because Everton have got one bad fixture this week, they've got some good fixtures coming up after that. Verts to Semenyo. Yeah, I think if I was really fed up of Vertsy boy, then yeah, I probably would do it. Captain Haaland, Semenyo, Gokres, I probably would go Haaland. Morning, play Johnson, Esteve, or Cunha. I mean, if Johnson's in the predicted lineup, maybe go with him. Otherwise, Esteve's your steady Eddie. Cunha's your big risky doubt, and same with Johnson as well. Watkins and Bruno to Haaland and King next week. Yep, I think they're fine moves. Hi Tom, was planning on bench boosting and rolling my transfer this week. Shaw injury has put me in a difficult position. Do I just roll the transfer and use the bench boost later in the season? I probably would say so, yeah. You're probably going to be in a period where you're going to have a bench boost available again. So I wouldn't stress it too much. I free hit Van de Ven, Porro, Haaland and João Pedro out last week. Oof, rough. Who's best captain option in my opinion? Salah. I genuinely think it's a really difficult week. And I don't think we need to do anything too fancy. Like, Salah did look really good midweek. Like, unbelievably good, by the way, against Atletico. And I think if you can hit those levels against Everton today, I think, you know, a lot of people are going to be going, shit, why did I sell him? Or why have I not got him? Or something like that. I play Senesi probably this week. Bench and die or Anderson. I would bench Anderson and die penalties. You know what you're going to get from him. Who do I bench out of Van de Ven, Porro, Nico Williams and Richards? Probably don't go for the double Spurs defence. So VDV or Richards probably in my opinion. Watkins, Gakpo, Haaland or Semenyo Cap. I probably would go Haaland on that one. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Keep the answers coming in as well. Over 300 of you already in today's stream is wild, by the way. Like I said, if you're enjoying today's stream, make sure you hit that like button. It pushes it out to more people. If you're new around here as well, make sure you hit and subscribe. We're up early every single Saturday morning to do these streams for you guys. So if you want somebody that is going to, you know, answer your questions, review your teams on a Saturday morning, you know where to look. You know where to subscribe. We have videos go out Saturday night as well. Videos go out Sunday. We are very, very consistent on this channel. And we absolutely smash the content. So if you're looking for somebody that is going to help you achieve your best rank in FPL, hopefully you back me. And I just absolutely destroyed my mic there. So yeah, we're going to do team reviews in 1 minute. Let's see where we're at with subscribers. Nice. Let's see if we can keep those coming in as well. If we hit 19k today, it would be great. But, you know, we're on that hustle to 19k. And then, of course, 20k as well. Which would be nice to see. It would be nice to see. I would love to hit 20k. Like, and the fact we might be able to do it within a year of hitting 10k probably would be pretty cool. I think so anyway. Right, let's get some team reviews done then. Thank you for everybody that has sent their teams in. We've had another great batch of these come in. Of course, make sure you are hitting subscribe as well, as it does push it out to more people. Right, where did we get up to? This was the last one we did. FPL Tom, I'm cooked. 2 free transfers might not even be enough to get Salah. Maybe Saw to Palmer. I think, yeah, you've probably just got to suck it up. You're just not going to have Salah this week. Saw to Palmer, though, could be a very good move. I probably would do that. Yeah, Saw to Palmer. Play with that. I think you'll be fine. You've gone without him. You're just going to have to suck it up for this week. Morning, would you bench boost with this team? Feels somewhat suboptimal. Ready to wildcard in 6 or 8. I mean, if you can get it out of the way, and then you've not got to worry about it with your wildcard either. That's probably the thing I would be saying is, if you do bench boost this week, it doesn't feel the best, does it? But it gets it out of the way. And then for your wildcard, you're not thinking in the back of your mind going, I've got to play this bench boost at some point. I've got to leave a bit of money on the bench. And this way you can go and get a 4.5, let him rot on the bench, let him die. Like, because all it realistically could take, if Forest keep a clean sheet, you're laughing. If Pedporo keeps a clean sheet, you're laughing. So, I think you're fine. I think I'll play it. Wildcard team. Nice. I don't know if I'd have Gakpo on a wildcard personally. But yeah, not a bad team. My younger brother's team, he has 1 free transfer and planning to free hit game week 7 and wildcard in game week 8. Cool. Probably. Yeah, he's got a way to get Haaland in next week, right? So I think he'll be fine. What app is this? Not sure who to captain here. Salah, yeah. Oh, Xavi and Anelka, Gerrard, brilliant. What do you reckon to this team? Should I swap anyone off my bench? I'd probably play João Pedro ahead of Caicedo. Yeah, I would. Roll, you reckon? Yeah, you've got cover. I'd roll that. Easy, Chewy. Easy, mate. Do we know if Jose Sarr is going to play? But I'm planning on a bench boost. Yeah, I think he's playing, right? He's the starting goalkeeper. Yeah, bench boost. Looks good, mate. Looks good. Get it out of the way. Dilemma on whom to bench. Should I go for a back 4? Is it wise to keep Reinders on the bench? Could maybe even bench boost with that. If you think Dorgu's going to start, you could bench. Oh, you got it out of the way already. Yeah, I guess it's just a toss-up of do you put Pedporo in for any of these? Probably not, so I think you're fine. Thoughts on this team? Also, should I bench boost this week? I think you could bench boost this week, yeah. Get it out of the way. Done. Boom. Bosh. Get it done. Get it gone. What should my chip strategy be for this team and who should I bench and captain? You play the wild card in 3. Okay. I mean, the bench boost is an option. I mean, TC Haaland next week definitely looks on. It looks like a lot of people are thinking about it as well, according to my poll. So, I would be tempted. Yeah. I think I'd be tempted. Would I be tempted to bench boost with that? It could go well. It could go shit. You might have better weeks to bench boost anyway in the next few weeks anyway, coming up. So maybe just hold on to it. Only doubt is whether to play a bench boost or... I don't think Diakante's only just gone back into training, so I don't think I would activate it for this week. Yeah, I don't think I would. 2 free transfers and 2.9 million in the bank. Raul Jimenez isn't playing, right? So he'd be one of the first ones out. I mean, to be fair, you've got cover, so maybe just bench Raul Jimenez, bank the transfers, and then look to get Haaland in next week. Could be the move with like 3 frees. You've got a little bit of money in the bank, so you could do, you know, like Salah down or Bruno down, and then like Raul or Stran up. Could be an option. Final one. Obviously, we'll do another batch of these at past. So if I do miss your team out, or of course you haven't sent it in yet, past will be the last lot of team reviews we will be doing, okay? Not ideal, but roll the transfer. Again, I think most people's teams aren't ideal or optimal this week. Like, I genuinely think most people's teams aren't the most optimal this week, but they're just ticking along. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Looks pretty decent. I won't vibe it too much. I won't worry. Okay? Thought on starting Spence for defence or starting Dango in midfield. I'd probably play Dango. Would you bench boost with Dubravka, Larson, Estev and Reinders? Probably not. Thank you for moderating the chat. Yeah, just be friendly to each other, guys. Come on. Be nice. We're all here. We're all here for just FPL, so don't be dicks. All right, that's my advice for everybody. Don't be dicks. Don't be calling other people. I know other people might have different opinions to you, but don't call them. Come on. Make sure you all like it today's stream, by the way, guys. Let's see if we can get this to 150. 150 on this bad boy would be great to see. It would be nice to see 150 on this little bad boy. I have Reinders and Murillo. What to do? Play Murillo. If he doesn't play, Reinders comes in. Yeah. Why do you have Wirtz? I mean, I've had him since game week 1, mate. We picked Wirtz since game week 1, and we've just stuck with him. But he will be going soon, don't you worry. Should I play VDV, Brendan Johnson, or Reinders? I would play VDV. I back the double clean sheet. Thoughts on my plan? Wildcard 6, bench boost 7, TC game week 13, Haaland versus Leeds. Not a bad week to do it. If you want to go for that, that's another option where you can do it. And there you go. Very easy, just like that. We are creeping up to 150 likes, by the way, on today's stream. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you are hitting that like button. Obviously, my voice and throat has been a bit mongy this morning, but, you know, it's all good. Been a bit ill, but we're back. We're back. Captain Palmer versus Semenyo. I would go Palmer. Watkins to Richarlison. No, Richarlison didn't even start the last game. Carter, thank you very much for the £5 donation. Thank you very much, man. He said, good morning, guys. Looking forward to another FPL week. Today is the day Villa score their first league goal, so my captain will be Watkins. Very nice. Thank you very much for the donation, man. Appreciate that one. I hope to God the Watkins captain comes off for you. I just hope for some Watkins goals. Like, I can't sit and watch him blank again. I can't do it to myself. The guy is a painful own. He is a very painful own, let me tell you. I have a good feeling Isak scores today, and it will be a Wirtz assist. Those two were linking up so good on Wednesday. Yeah, they did. Hope you enjoyed your night at Anfield, Abby. You said it in the Champions League stream. You said, I'm going the game, so Salah's going to score. The guy cooked up, so I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Yeah, big up to Carter for the donation, man. Appreciate that one. Morning, mate. What's the plan this game week? It is going to be roll. I know the team doesn't look great, and it looks pretty dusty, but we are going to roll for this week. Take 3 into next week. We've got a plan of action. We're going to go Haaland. We're going to go Palmer. We're going to go Reinders for Wirtz, Salah, and Mateta. That is the plan. Free hit chip is not activated. Maybe just download the app and then like restart it. What's my overall rank? Like 6 mil. Like it's terrible. I thought last year we had a bad start. This year we're having an even worse start. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't deep it too much though. Oh, this is the thing, right? If people are deep in their rank too much at this stage of the game, don't. Like genuinely, things can change very, very quickly in this game. Very quickly. Like, if you TC Haaland next week and he absolutely smashes it out of the park, you could be straight back up there. Like, with there being so many chips active as well, like, rank is going to fluctuate so much. Like, especially next week, where I think you're going to have Haaland at, like, 200% or close to 200% effective ownership. So, I think you're going to be in a position where you're going to be like, right, if I don't have Haaland, I'm going to get absolutely obliterated. Or if you do have Haaland and you don't triple captain him, you're like, well, I've been diddled. Or Haaland could blank and the people that have gone without him could do nothing. And Salah could end up scoring against Palace and everybody sold Salah. Like, I think it's going to be very, very, very movable in the next few weeks, shall we say. Oh, nice one, Abby. Well, enjoy that one. Hopefully another Salah masterclass today then. Let's hope for it, eh? Let's hope for it. I have 1 free transfer this week. Say I free hit this week. Will I have 1 or 2 next week? You will have 2 next week, right? Yeah, you'll have 2 next week. Or will you have 1? No, you have 1. You'll have 1. Caicedo or Reinders? I prefer to play Caicedo. Oh, yeah. Like, rank doesn't matter, I would say, up until maybe like game week 19. Game week 19, you can have a good gist of where you are. And then by the end of the game, yeah, you'll be in a position where you'll be fine. I mean, there aren't any 4.5 million playing strikers, so I think you're just going to have a dud spot if you're going to bench boost like that. Do I bench boost Dubravka, Estev? Mark Gui probably won't play, so probably not. I don't do team ratings with IDs. I do them on Twitter, so if you want to send me a team, the next batch will be at 8:30. Get your team sent to me over on Twitter. Yeah, make sure you're following me as well, so they definitely 100% pull through as well. Sometimes they're a little bit dodgy and they don't pull through. So yeah, make sure you are following me over on there as well. And yeah, thank you very much for your continued support on today's stream. You've been absolute legends. Nice and early, obviously, with me having a little bit of a cold. You guys have helped me plug through, shall we say. Yeah, it's been good. 150 likes as well. We're ridiculously close to that, so maybe let's see if we can do that and answer some more questions. Xhaka or Kieran Dewsbury Hall? Both at 5 million, but nobody seems to rate Xhaka. I'm going to tell you this, right? Xhaka is a good pick. He just hits DEFCON every week. That's all he's there for. If you need a player that's just going to hit 4, Xhaka's your man. Caicedo or Reinders? Caicedo. I mean, I'm still seeing 2 idiots just scrapping my chat. What are you doing? Which defenders play out of these 3? Tarkowski, Van de Ven, Rondon. Probably Van de Ven, right? Munoz or Gahey? Munoz. Who is the lowest price striker that plays right now? There's a 5, isn't there? Like Lyle Foster, I think at 5 plays. Bench 2 of Porro, Gabriel, Lacroix, Murillo, Estev. I would probably, like, if you want to bench 2, Murillo and Estev, like that, done, boom. And if you obviously want to bench, if you're going to play Murillo, then have probably Porro or Estev ready. There you go. Should I wildcard this? No, I don't think you should wildcard that. Keep Wood for another week. Yeah, you can't sell Wood against, like, who have they got this week? Burnley. Yeah, I just don't think you can sell him ahead of that. You just can't. It's a bit criminal. It's a bit criminal. We are close to 150 likes, by the way, on today's stream, so make sure you are hitting that like button. Massively appreciated as always. Yeah, you guys have been good today. Very good with the likes. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Legends as always. Watkins cap? No. Got Wood, Mateta, and Pedro up front. Is that bad? It's not. It's fine. I think that's fine for this week. It's not bad. Mateta, longer term, I do worry about his minutes with Nketiah back in European football starting, and some comments Glasner made around him and his obviously playing a lot of minutes. But yeah, not bad. I think just because Semenyo, is like, just the like, yeah. Anthony Captain, no, don't go near it. Don't go near it. Thank you for 150 likes on today's stream. Really appreciate that, everybody. Thank you very much. How long until the managers say who's going to play? I mean, we won't get team news till like 11:15, so 15 minutes after the deadline. We might get some leaked lineups from some of the bigger accounts. Might have something for you. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Bruno Fernandes or Elliot Anderson for the bench? Probably Elliot Anderson. Like, I just don't want to bench a penalty taker. Would always be my concern. I want a striker for my bench boost. Should I buy Calvert-Lewin, Munoz, Thiago, or Forster? I would either look at Thiago or Munoz. Double Bournemouth mids is too crazy. Yeah, I think so. I think Semenyo's your guy. He is the guy at the moment. He's bent like Clivert. If he continues to be benched, he's getting penalties. Like, there's no need to look elsewhere, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'd go with that one. Like I said, guys, we're going to do team reviews at past. So, make sure you're keeping those coming in. Is João Pedro a good captain this game week? Not in my opinion. I think maybe he could see an early substitution. When will my next round of team ratings be? I mean, it's going to be past. The last lot of team ratings is going to be past. We've done ones at 7 and at 7:30, so it pays to be nice and early in these streams. You get your team reviewed, ask lots of questions. It is all good. Oh, it's 24 hours, mate. It's 24 hours. I just couldn't be asked. I kept seeing him pop up. I was just like, yeah, I can't be asked, mate. So I just whacked him on a 24-hour timeout. Which defender to play out of these three? Tolkowski, Van der Ven? Probably Van der Ven. Yeah, I don't understand why people are playing Estev over Porro. I'd play Porro over Estev. Definitely. How much time until the deadline? The deadline isn't till 11, UK time. Sarr to Palmer or Bruno to Salah? Sarr to Palmer, I think. Yeah. Do keep the likes coming in, guys. There's over 330 of you in today's stream, which is mad. We're absolutely smashing it out of the park again with one of these early streams. So thank you very much for your continued support. Keep the likes coming in as well. Let's see if we can get to 200, which would be great to see. Keep the subscriptions coming in as well, as we are on that road to 19,000 subscribers. Oh, nice, man. I'm glad I could help you. Appreciate that. Wood captain, probably not for me. Caicedo ahead of Reinders. He'll just hit DEFCON. Rondon, I don't know, cheap enabler. I probably would maybe look at Estev or Goodmanson. Yeah, they're both pretty decent options. I think he's out. I think he's like a bit of a doubt for the game, so I would be a little bit cautious on that one. Cool Pool. It's a great name, by the way. Cool Pool. Lovely name. Start and die or Van der Ven or Cucurella? Van der Ven or and die for me. Am I going to triple captain Haaland? I think I am, I think I'm warming to the idea as well. Take a punt on Eze, worth the risk? Not for me. Probably not. Yeah, I get that one. I get that one. Options not named. Salah. Haaland, João Pedro, Wood, Semenyo, captain. Probably go Haaland. Yeah, probably go Haaland. It's interesting to see so many people going for Semenyo this week. We might have to do another captaincy poll before we finish up today. See how many people are looking at Semenyo as a potential option. Looking at this poll, 67% of people are going to triple captain Haaland. Yeah, he's definitely going to have like close to 200% effective ownership. Yeah, I've seen the yellow weather warning for the Merseyside derby. Doesn't look great, does it? Hey mate, who would you transfer in for 8 Nuri for a -4, or would you hold for future fixtures? Currently back free today is Milenkovic, Gehi, Romero. Ooh, I think that would be a fine back three. You don't, unless you're like absolutely desperate to replace them, then I think you could be fine. You could realistically roll that. Should I keep Matoma for this week? Yeah, I mean, your only other upgrade is going to be really Semenyo or like down to a cheapy guy. Reinders are and die. Burnley played pretty good defence against Liverpool. Is that enough to scare off TC Haaland? No. I get your point. I do get your point. It's going to be a different though, because they're not going to be at home. It's going to be at the Etihad. Like, I think, yeah, maybe Burnley away might not be like the most captainable fixture. But away from home, I think it could be a good one. Yeah, Pino could be good. There is, of course, though, do be wary that European football is going to start up soon for Crystal Palace, and that would concern me. That would concern me. I don't think he's going to be worth holding for long term now. Imagine Haaland benched on game week 6, 5 million players quit. Yeah, I'd be one of them. Just subscribed from India. Oh, nice, man. I appreciate that one. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that, my dude. Yeah, welcome to everybody that has just hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Like I said, we're going to be doing team ratings at 8:30. So, yeah, get those teams sent to me on Twitter, and we'll get them done. Make sure you're following me on Twitter as well, as it does obviously help out when the teams rank and stuff like that. Why did I say João Pedro was going to get subbed off early? Played full 90 midweek, and they're going to have to manage his minutes. They're going to have to manage his minutes. Just check my phone. Looks like we've had another good batch of teams sent in, so thank you very much for that one. Subs are ticking in very, very nicely, which is exactly what we want to see. Close to 350 people in today's stream as well. Love that. Yeah, the derby did get postponed last year as well. It could happen again. Let me text Jake if he's up. Let me text him. Because he obviously lives out there. Abby, you're from like Liverpool, right? What's the weather like? What's the weather like, mate? There we go. Although it did say he was up 6 hours ago, so I doubt we'll get a reply from Jake. Should I bench boost this week? Forwards, I have Mateta, Wood, and João Pedro. I mean, that's a fine bench boost, yeah. I don't think Brendan Johnson will play 90 minutes. Cap Haaland or Palmer? Probably Palmer. Fine bench boost. Yeah, fine bench boost for this week. Don't mind it. I think a lot of people are playing bench boost this week with the looks of it. I mean, I've pretty much told most people as well to play it. I mean, like, this is the thing. I think getting it out of the way could be fine. It looks like has been raining, but it isn't raining at the minute. Pretty sure the match got ahead. That's fine. I can hear the rain outside here, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna get called off, is it? I don't think it's gonna get called off. I'd be very surprised. Like last time, I remember it was really windy, like incredibly windy, wasn't it? And like there was like stuff getting thrown on the power lines, and that's why it got obviously postponed. But yeah, I think it's fine. Is Captain Mateta a good play? I don't think so. Not for me personally, anyway. 170 likes on today's stream, by the way, guys. Absolutely smashing it. So thank you very much. Do keep them coming in. It is appreciated. Let's see if we can hit that 200. Would be great to see that. Keep the subscriptions coming in as well. We're going to do team reviews in 5 minutes. So make sure you're getting those locked and loaded and sent to me over on Twitter. Ugh. Will Gakpo start? Yeah, I reckon he will. Will Salah get the full 90 this week? Yeah. Salah's just a different beast. Like, he is just one of those guys that can play 90 minutes 3 times a week if required. He's an absolute monster for minutes. That's why we all love him. He just is a monster. And Dio João Pedro starting this week. I'd start João Pedro. Hey Tom, I got VVD, Pedro, Lacroix, and Essie Munoz. Should I take Anderson because he seems to have a great fixture ahead? Yeah, but I think you've got a fine back line there. Like I don't think there's anybody that I'd be urgently looking to remove from that back line. So I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think Salah's going to get subbed off. Not in the derby, anyway. Hey, Tom, Nico Williams, Porro, Senesi, Gay, Esteve. Who should I start? Who should I bench? Jesus. I mean, most of the team probably picks itself, right? It's just the defence you probably got some concerns on. I'd probably bench Reinders. So, yeah, that's probably where I'd bench Reinders, maybe. Bench Esteve and whoever that guy is for Spurs. Sarr for Spurs as well. Probably would be my bench. I'm just looking for a reason to captain Wood. I can give you a reason not to captain Wood. And that would be that I don't think he plays 90 minutes. Captaining Pedro ahead of Salah, a good idea. Not in my opinion. I need to blow my nose again. Sorry, guys. Apologies. My nose is not great today. The White Goldfish. Hope you're doing good, man. For today, Van de Ven or Rondon or Tarkowski. Van de Ven, probably. Do you think Mateta scores against West Ham? I hope so. Do you think Palmer will start playing out on the right again? Yes. Apparently it's been miserable, but it's going to brighten up in Liverpool. Great stuff. That's what we want to see. I don't think it's going to be bench boostable, no, because I don't think that guy for Bournemouth, I think he's only just back in training, so I don't think they're going to rush him straight back in. Should I bench boost the Bravko, Van de Ven, Richards and Dye, or use two? Yeah, I think you could bench boost with that. That's fine. Morning, Tom, please help. I'm going to bench boost, so Guihi out for a 6.7. Who to get for just a 1 week punt? Jeez. Muniz maybe, or Thiago potentially. I'm trying to think what other strikers you've got down that cheap range. If you think maybe Igor Jesus could play, I think he's down there, is he not? He's right down there. Let's have a look. Forwards, what are we working with? How much have we got? 6.7. If you think Richarlison might play, potentially. But yeah, I think we're probably going to be looking at like Thiago, maybe Lyle Foster, Muniz. Yeah, other than that, you're really struggling for options, aren't you? Yeah, I think once you get past that point, not looking good. Calvert-Lewin, like Jesus, if you really want to go for a 1 week punt. I feel like Wood going to play 2 goals, 65 minutes. Salah blank. I think it's still too risky to go against Salah this week for me, in my opinion. Yeah, I think a lot of people have all of a sudden in the UK got like a cold because basically summer was like great and then it just went like it literally the temperatures just fell off a cliff. And I think whenever you see that in the UK, like you always get like this first round of like colds around like September, October in the UK. Because basically, like, everyone's still dressed for summer. Like, oh, it's fine. I'm just going to go out in this tiny coat. And then you do and you go, I'm freezing. Yeah, we're going to do more reviews in 1 minute. So at past, we're going to do some more reviews. So, yeah, get the teams sent to me. And, yeah, we'll get another batch of these out as well. We're closing in on 18.8k subscribers. It'd be great if we could hit that milestone today. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you are hitting that like button. And of course, subscribing if you're new around here. I'd probably go Kudus this week. Better fixture, isn't it, right? Yeah, probably better fixture. Right, let's do some more team reviews, okay? Let's do some more team reviews. Thank you to everybody that has sent their teams in today. We've had another good batch here. This is going to be the final lot of team reviews, by the way. So, yeah, thank you for everybody. Right, where did we last... What was the last one we did? Oh, God. That was the last one we did. We did Graham's. Right, Foster. Who should I start in front? I would put João Pedro in ahead of Enzo. I'd put him in ahead of Szoboszlai. So yeah, I think João Pedro's got to go in there. I mean, unless you wanted to bench boost, like it's a fine team to bench boost if you really wanted to go down that route, you could. Desperation, wildcard, tinkered all week. Agabadu, I would get rid of. Apparently, Wolves fans are saying like he might be dropped. He's been that bad. So yeah, he probably would be one I'd get rid of this week. There's definitely a better 4.5 out there. Yeah. This is my current wildcard draft. Will be a 4-4-2 pretty much all the time. Can be a 5-3-2 if needed. Van de Ven will be on my bench this week. Thoughts? Yeah, pretty decent team to be honest, Abby. I like the João Pedro. I like the Salah. Harvey Elliott as the punt. Yeah, good. You've got the Defcon Beasts at the back rocking it. I know we spoke about that on Twitter. Yeah, I think that's a good team. Good team. Wildcard 5, appreciate your thoughts. Anything you would change? No, I think no Salah could be a bit of a gamble today, but I think you're good other than that. Yeah, I think you're good. Is this the last one? Oh no, there's some more. Let's go. Good looking team, like it. Maybe could be a bench boost, maybe. FPL Tom might wildcard soon. Don't like the Forest situation. Who to captain and any improvement? My league doesn't allow Liverpool, so any improvement bar Liverpool. No, I think you stick with the Forest players for the next 2 weeks, don't you, and get through them. No Liverpool is difficult. I'm just going to blow my nose, by the way. Sorry. Right, there we go. It is difficult, but I think you're fine. I probably would just roll through that. Yeah. Bench boost active, Gui to Muniz or Nemecha. Oh my god. Muniz. Yeah. And that's asking like to pick cat shit or dog shit, really, isn't it? Yep, team looks good. Like it. Bench boost active, thoughts. Yep, think that's a perfectly fine bench boost. You've got players that play. They're going to probably see decent minutes. There's potential for some clean sheets. Maybe Paqueta gets a goal. You could be laughing. Bench boost active, thoughts. Who would you captain in my team? Salah, yeah. I've spoke about Agbedu. I think he probably will play, but there are some doubts from some Wolves fans I've heard. So yeah, that would be my only concern. But yeah, I think you could get away with the bench boost. And then the final one, Rowan. Thank you very much for everybody that's sent in their teams. I'd actually, you can just, get Pedpor in. Yeah, that's fine. No qualms with that. I think that's all good. Thank you very much for everybody that has sent their team reviews in today. We've obviously done 3 rounds of them. So if, of course, you are a new subscriber, make sure you get in nice and early for these streams. And then we do team reviews at 7:30. No, we do them at 7:38 and 8:30. There we go, yeah. I can't remember which way around we did them. Of course, as well, make sure you are smashing that like button. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. And let's just quick fire for the last 30 minutes of today's stream, answering as many questions as we can before, of course, all the big boys go live and we let them go and do their thing. All right, so yeah, let's smash it out of the park. Let's get some questions in here and let's try and help as many people as we can. Okay, guys. Dubravka or Sanchez? I think I would still play Sanchez. If he's not going to play, Dubravka just comes in. Simple. I don't think he'll just go straight in. Maybe this is going to be Arteta's master plan that Saliba just goes straight back in, but yeah. Oh, sorry, man. Sometimes X is a little bit funny with people sending stuff to like other people or replying. Like it doesn't always work. Depends like what country you're sending it from sometimes as well. Like it just is a little bit dodgy. If you want to type it out in the chat, you can. I will try and get round to it, but I do think the chat will probably get quite active for the remaining few minutes. Suggested transfer from Brendan Johnson. I have Semenyo, Enzo, Eze, Gakpo. Maybe probably dropping him down to like a cheapie. Maybe dropping him down to a cheapie. Free up some money for yourself and your team. Potentially if you're trying to get Haaland in the next few weeks and stuff like that. Probably would be my suggestion. Paqueta versus Grealish. I mean, I'd probably play Paqueta. Better fixture and on penalties. Yeah, go with that one. I messed up and put McGinn in instead of Elliott because I completely forgot Villa bought Elliott. Whoops. That is a big whoops on your end, mate. That is a big whoopser. Who should I wildcard? Pope, Hall. I don't know if that guy plays. Yeah, I think that's not a great wildcard, to be honest. I definitely would reconsider that one. Good morning, transfer in. Xavi in for Saw and bench boost. Dubravka, Estev, Reinders and Senesi. Yeah, that's a fine bench boost. Senesi captain this week. Jesus. I definitely does have a 0-0 written all over it, but I don't think I'd go there. Should I play Leeds defender over Reinders? Yeah, probably. I think I would. Should I replace Gakpo with Grealish? Not this week. You stick with Gakpo for this week. He's got the better fixture. If you want to move to Grealish, probably do it next week. Would be my suggestion on that one. I got Semenyo and Dango, who should be my other two. No Liverpool. Other two what? Midfielders? I can't remember like people's teams off the top of my head. If you're going to have to probably maybe send it me again. Whom to bench among Van der Ven, Senesi, Cucurella and Gabriel? Maybe Cucurella. I mean, surely he starts. Maybe Gabriel. You could very easily see him getting a 9-pointer in that one. Bench one out of Anderson, Milankovic, Murillo, Juve and Rodgers. Probably Juve. Kudus or Reinders. I go Kudus this week. Yeah, I think if you've got the ability to bench boost this week, I just would. Genuinely, I would just bench boost this week. Should I put Haaland or Mo Salah as captain? Probably Salah. Captain Wirtz? No. Konza or Spurs? Saar to bench. Spurs Saar to bench. Will Ballard play? I haven't seen anything on Sunderland, so I wouldn't want to comment. I've not looked at anything. 83 in UCL Fantasy isn't great because you just have so many more avenues to points in that game. Like, you need like better scores, really. Semenyo cap, probably not for me. Good morning. Should I replace Watkins for Isak? No. Buy Eze for game week 6. Longer term, is that a good idea? I do think there'll probably be a lot of rotation, and I don't think he's looked great in the opening too, so probably not. Is it worth getting a United midfielder on a wild card? Probably not. McGinn should probably start, though. I don't know if he will. Maybe with the Tielemans injury, yes, a little bit deeper. Yeah, that'll probably be a fine bench boost, mate. I won't worry about it. Shame you've been banned on X as well. We are close to hitting 200 likes on today's stream, by the way. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you are hitting that like button. Massively appreciated, as always. Absolutely loving the amount of views we've got in here already. 350 people. So yeah, all good stuff. No, in my team. I mean, you want Haaland probably longer term. Like, he probably will be the longer term pick. He just will be. Ruter or Caicedo. I mean, you know what you're getting with Caicedo, so I probably would go Caicedo. Semenyo captain, not for me personally. I think you just go with Salah this week. You do just go with the big Mo. You just go with the big Mo. Rondon or Reinders. I would probably go... could be a good week for Rondon, so maybe Rondon, yeah. We've done all our rounds of team reviews for today, unfortunately. If you want to just type it out in the chat, I'll try and get to it. I would never, ever go near Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku and Madueke are the worst two Premier League footballers I've ever seen, and would avoid them at all costs. Okay? I'd probably roll. Yeah, I probably would roll, mate. Who is the best goalkeeper right now? I have Vicario. That's fine. Probably Raya is going to be the other top option, realistically. Thank you very much for 200 likes on today's stream, guys. Absolute legends, as always. Love and support. Honestly, you're just legends. Should I pick Henderson over Sanchez? Yes. Currently playing a 3-4-3, King in midfield and have to bench Rice. Should I play Rice or King? I play Rice. I think King's minutes are just going to decrease even more with Kevin joining the club. So, yeah, I probably would go with that one. If you wildcard next week, are you going Mo Salah or no Salah? Nice. It depends how he looks today. If he looks unstoppable today, then yeah, maybe we do consider it. Gabriel or Chalobah? I play Chalobah. Would Doku start? Probably, but Doku is the worst Premier League footballer I've ever seen. I absolutely despise the man. I genuinely despise him. He's so frustrating. He's genuinely so frustrating, a footballer to watch. Would you rather bring in Bowen or Watkins this week? Neither. Genuinely neither. Bench 2, Cucurella, Rondon, Senesi, Paqueta, LaCroix. Probably Cucurella and Rondon. I probably would go Haaland, Jamie. I think my bet probably would be on Haaland there. Would Isak start? Potentially, but we'll have to wait for lineups or leaked lineups for that one, which we'll get a little bit later. Bench boost with Dubravka, Porro, Goodmanson and King. Fine, yeah. This is my team. Who shall I captain? Probably Haaland. Yeah, I'll probably captain Haaland out of those. That would be the one. Golden in the chat. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Hey, you've got a bit of a cold as well. Oh. Yeah, we're getting through tissues. My bedroom floor currently looks like a 14-year-old boy's bedroom floor. Yeah, as soon as I said that, it felt bad. It did feel bad. Emerson or Walter Marder? That would probably be the one for me. Do keep the likes coming in, guys. Keep the subscription coming in as well. You're absolutely smashing it. Think I'm locked in, just trying to set up my team aesthetically now. Nice. That's always the big one. You've got to make sure it's set up aesthetically. Hi, Tom. Here's my team. Please help. Sanchez, Munoz, Virgil. Looks fine. Yep. It was a crazy comment, and I will not be repeating it. Evan Nielsen or Walter Marder? I prefer Evan Nielsen. Should I captain Semenyo or Palmer for my wild card? Palmer. Yes, I have a wild card still left. I would bench King and probably Dewsbury Hall. Avalanga and Adoy with 4 million in the bank. Who to replace? I mean, if you've not got Semenyo, go and get Semenyo. Pens, good minutes. What more could you ask for? No European football either. Yeah. Yeah, I think my concern would just be around, like, is Kevin going to play every single week would be the big concern. But he's a good option. He's a good option. Who to captain? Semenyo, Haaland, Palmer. I mean, probably for me, Palmer or Haaland takes it in terms of captaincy for this week. Yeah, you could probably bench boost with that. Bench boost, Dubravka, Goodmanson, Yoro, Reinders. Yeah, probably again could bench boost for that one. Dubravka, Gabriel, Anderson, Esteve, Pedporo, Kudus, Bruno, Salah. Starting 11, nice. How many points do you think Tarkowski gets? 3 or 4. Start Reinders or Nico Williams. Williams, I think Haaland blanking against Burnley would be funny. I mean, it would. And I do think a lot of people are going to use the triple captain on him. Looking at the poll, a lot of people are going to use the triple captain on him. 65% of you have said you're going to use the triple captain on him. Which is wild. Which is wild. We only need 20 subscribers to hit 18.8k on today's stream. On the channel as well, sorry. So, of course, if you want to help the channel out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. It is massively appreciated. We're on that road to 20k. So, yeah. I would bench Johnson. Yeah, I bench Johnson on that one. Bench 2 out of Porro, Goodmanson, and Fulkrug and Tarkowski. Fulkrug and probably Tark. Yeah, we all remember I TC'd Haaland against Southampton last year as well, and it didn't go well. Is Free Forest players risky? I mean, if that's the position you're in, then yeah, go for it. Your thoughts on Haaland TC in game week 6? Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm there. Do you think Haaland will have a great performance against Arsenal? Probably. He looks really good at the moment. Looks in fine form. What's the latest on Murillo? He was basically they've just said he's going to be taking it like day by day. So that's it. Abby said, thanks for getting the EFL fantasy betting data out. It's been helpful for me a lot in this game. I'm currently 320th. Nice. Great work, Abby. Smashing it out of the park. Yeah, I'll try my best. Like, this week was just a bit chaotic with UCL and then, like, being out Thursday all day and stuff. Work's a bit mental as well at the moment. Like, usually if I get a bit of downtime at work, hopefully nobody from work's watching, I do stuff for the channel. But, yeah, work's a bit crazy at the moment. George, thank you for being a channel member for 18 months, man. 18 months. 18 months. Nonces get less. Let's just put it that way. So thank you very much, man, for being a channel member for 18 months. Really appreciate that one. Of course, if you do want to become a channel member, hit that join button. It costs 99p. It's just a very little way of showing your support towards the channel, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Yeah, keep the questions coming in, guys. We'll try and answer as much as we can before we do wrap up around 9 o'clock and let all the big boys go and do their thing. Who do I captain? Wood, João Pedro, Haaland, Semenyo. Probably Haaland. I have Alanga and 3.5 million in the bank. I mean, if you've not got Semenyo, go and get Semenyo. Hey, Tom, do you think Wood will score today? Probably, but I wouldn't go near him. Wood to João Pedro. I have no other Chelsea attacker. I think João Pedro could maybe see an early substitution today, potentially. I'm glad you like that one, Jamie. I've got a real hard dilemma for wildcard draft. Reinders and Lacroix or Diane Anderson. And Diane Anderson for me. Rodgers versus Sunderland, good choice. Yeah, I'd put him in. Esteve or Reinders, I would play... Reinders could be a good week where he gets DEFCON. Could be a good week. Crack all my fingers. Captain Haaland or Palmer. I think I'd actually probably go for Palmer. Should I buy Semenyo and sell Mbuemo? I mean, the next few fixtures aren't great, are they? So, yeah, selling a player that has penalties and no European football minutes makes sense to me. I have Haaland and João Pedro and Wood, but I'm concerned on Wood. Who could I change for the longer term? I mean, the forward options at that point probably aren't great. If you've got your bench boost out of the way, it might be worth dropping it down to like a really cheaper forward. People asking what's my job. I work for a sports broadcasting company. There you go. It's a pretty cool job, and I'm very grateful for it. So, yeah. Good stuff. Esteve or Williams to start? I would play Williams. Bench one to start. Nico Williams, Sanchez, Munoz. I would probably bench Anderson. Yeah. Play Esteve or Juve? I play Esteve. Morning, Tom. Does Cunha start today? In my opinion, probably not, but I've been wrong on things in the past. Team ratings, we've already done our batch of team ratings, unfortunately. We did them at 7:30, 8 and 8:30. So if you get in here nice and early, you can get your team rated. So yeah. Oh, I'm glad we're finishing in like 12 minutes. I really need a poo. Desperately need a poo. So yeah. That'll be the stream will just end and I'll just drop the kids off. Bruno plus Jota, Palmer plus Waltemada for a -4. Waltemada could be a doubt with minutes in Champions League and stuff like that. So yeah. Play Tosin or Juve, Tosin. Dubravka or Sanchez, Sanchez. Are you not scared if Chelsea batter United? You have no Chelsea. I've had no Chelsea since the start, mate. So yeah. Saturday lie-in preferred. I think I'll wing it. No worries, mate. Is Xavi Simons a good pick for this week? Yeah, he's doing. Thank you. Thank you for watching me while you're pooing. I appreciate that, mate. We can tell by the way you're leaning. Yeah, I'm holding it back, shall we say. Start Paqueta or Goodmanson? I would start Paqueta. Have you done team reviews? Yeah, we've done all the team reviews. We're not going to do any more. Good differential for today. Maybe somebody in like that Leeds game, that Leeds Wolves game, could be where you find a differential. Maybe a Forest player could be the one. Yep, you'll keep your free transfers. You'll just obviously not like carry. So if I were to, so I've got 2 in hand. If I was to wildcard this week, I would still only have 2 in hand when I come back out of it. If that makes sense. Thoughts on Semenyo cap? I mean, not for me. I just think Newcastle being the best side for XG conceded at the start of this year wouldn't really be where I'd go for it. I believe the term is called sitting on a cigar. I like it. I like that. That's a good phrase. I like that one. Chica Salah penalty today? Yeah, I'd take that. Who gets more minutes, Wood or João Pedro? Wood. Yeah, Wood. I reckon Wood gets more minutes today. That's the way I see it. Wood defo gets more minutes today. Sitting on a cigar. What an unreal line that was. Love that. Hi Tom, would you rather have Wirtz to Semenyo or Milinkovic? I would. Do you think it's worth the minus? Probably not, unless we get news that Wirtz is not going to start. Nursing a turtle head. That is the other one that we're doing here. I would still pick Salah. I'd still pick Salah as my captain for this week. Yeah, I'd still pick Salah. I'm worried about Salah cap, but it's too dangerous not to. Yeah, I mean, I think he's just an easy captain to pick. Like, they've got the best projected goals for this week, so I won't deep it too much. Enzo or Caicedo. Caicedo is just your steady Eddie at 4 points. Enzo probably has the higher upside, but I think if I was looking for just consistency, Caicedo would probably be the pick. I would bench Grealish. I would start picking and die. He's got penalties. Would you bench boost with the Dubravka, Esteve, Elliot Anderson and Juve? Yep. Is Gehi, Van der Ven and Konate good? Konate longer term probably want rid. Enzo Roulette going to be worse than Pep Roulette, definitely. Is bench boost good? If you've honestly got an alright set of fixtures coming up. And I think this week, I've seen a lot of teams where it's just pretty mid fixtures, but everyone's going to play. You never know with these mid fixtures. You could just end up benching someone with a mega haul. So I think if you've got players that are playing, they've got fine fixtures, then get it out of the way. Genuinely, yeah, just get it out of the way. You'll be fine. Wouldn't deep it too much. I'm being ultra brave this week. Captain inverts. Oh, mate. Maybe just keep an eye on early lineups. Make sure he is playing. Probably João Pedro, but both are not exceptional picks for captaincy today. Who's the best player to bring in for Grealish? Semenyo, if you've not got him, in my opinion. He just is the best midfielder in the game right now. Palmer probably will be over the next few weeks as well. I have Senesi and Goodmanson on the bench. Nice. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Thank you for everybody that has been in today's stream. Absolutely smashed it out of the park again. Likes, subscriptions. We need 12 to hit 18.8. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, hit the like button. Get your votes in for the poll. All that good stuff. Massively appreciated as always. Verts won't be benched. If anybody is going to miss out, I think it'll be Gakpo. Let's wait and see. Obviously, we'll probably get maybe some sort of early lineup. Score prediction for United Chelsea. I'm going to go 2-2. Goodmanson or Van der Ven. Van der Ven. Yeah. One final nose blow, I reckon, for you guys. I don't think Ndoye's minutes are there. Esteve better than Tarkowski. I mean, Esteve's probably going to come in for Murillo anyway. It's just the way it's going to roll. Yeah, I personally don't think Murillo probably plays, so it will be Esteve coming in. And I get your point, but at the same time, Tark's just going to hit DEFCON. He will just hit DEFCON in the game. Yeah, that also didn't seem great, Jamie, did it? And if he maybe doesn't look great again, then maybe might not be the move we make next week. But we've got free frees, we've got our options open. The world is our oyster, as they said. Start one, probably and die penalties. Yeah, probably where my head would be at with that one. What our team reviews, we've already done them, mate. We did them at 7:30, 8 and 8:30. We've done 3 rounds of them. Kudus or Simons? Simons takes up pieces. So what are you going to do with Murillo? Just leave him. Just leave him. If he plays, he plays. If not, we have Esteve come off the bench. It's just one of those. Yeah. Yeah. Tarkowski's always going to be good. With DEFCON, he's just going to hit him most weeks. He's 100% success rate at the moment. So you can guarantee he's probably going to just steadily tick along with the DEFCON points. So yeah, all good stuff. Do you keep your questions coming in, guys? Anything that you want to ask me? The turtle has definitely popped back in. He's not out now, which is good to see. Keep Watkins if he blanks again, and do you not use your wild card? Yeah, I mean, I've got the free freeze, but I could also maybe activate the wild card next week. It would then mean no Haaland TC, but like I said, it'd probably be one of those where it'd be it'd probably be one of those where if Salah looks really good today, Haaland obviously looks good, and maybe Watkins blanks again and Villa frustrate, then yeah, maybe we might wild card and build a Salah and Haaland team. Tarkowski or Timber? I think I'd actually go Tarkowski. You're going to hit DEFCON with him, so you're probably going to come away with 3 to 4 points. Timber, I don't know if you can guarantee the Arsenal clean sheet. They've got good probability of it, so maybe. Maybe he scores a scruffy set piece, but I think just baseline points, Tarkowski's going to be higher, in my opinion anyway. Leeds at home is probably the best for a TC. Yeah, probably a wise argument. Possible Palace double later on. Maybe save it if they get an easy round matchup. And yeah, that's also a good point. There is that potential blank for Palace and maybe double up in 17 as well. So potentially one to monitor with free hit and stuff like that. Who do I bench to start and die? Semenyo, Caicedo, probably none of them. I'd still start all of them ahead of and die. Who is the best captain option in game week 5? Semenyo, João Pedro, Haaland. Haaland for me. Yeah, Semenyo's not a bad one. I just don't want to captain a guy who's going up against the best side for XG conceded in the league. Now, they've got Shaw out, so maybe that's going to be a bit different today. But yeah, I just don't personally like that. It's not for me. It's not the ploy or the play for me, in my opinion, anyway. Who is the best captaincy option for game week 5? Semenyo, João Pedro, Haaland. I think we did that one. Do I support any team in the Prem? I like Brentford. They're probably my team in the Prem. I swapped Tarkowski to Virgil, and now I'm regretting it listening to you. I mean, it's still not bad. Like, Virgil's also not bad at hitting DEFCON and stuff like that. I just think Tarkowski is going to be one of those picks that you can just roll out most weeks. Like, this is probably the most difficult fixture he's going to have. And if I had the cover, like bench, as you can see, if we had, like, you know, Tielemans fit and available, he would be sat on the bench. But I don't mind it. Like, his baseline is going to be like 3 or 4 most weeks. So yeah, won't deep it too much. Probably Haaland still, mate. I mean, if you've got a gut feel, like anytime you've got a gut feeling on a player, always back that gut feeling, honestly. Whom to captain among Haaland, Gokres, Ekitike, Kudus, Semenyo, and Buemo, Rogers? Probably Haaland. Genuinely probably Haaland. If you want to go for Semenyo, I get it. Penalties, 90 minutes. Yep, all that ticky-bocky stuff that I look for. Ndiaye or Tosin? Oh, camera. I would go for Ndiaye. Thinking of getting Senesi in for Murillo. What do you think? Yep, I like Senesi as an option. Good luck, Tom, and everyone in the stream. Hope you all have a great game week. Yeah, hopefully everyone has a decent game week this week. We've obviously been live for like 2 hours, 11 minutes. I can see a lot of the big boys are going live now. So Harry and your Let's Talk FPLs and stuff like that. So yeah, I understand people are probably going to be dropping off soon, and we'll be heading soon anyway. So yeah, like I said, thank you for your continued support on the channel. You've been absolutely smashing it out the park. 20k is very much within our sights at the moment, and it'd be great to hit it pretty soon. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for your continued support on the channel. Yeah, I think when Branthwaite's back as well, that Everton clean sheet probability goes up as well. So yeah, if he scores, I'll join your membership. All right, cheers, man. Looking good to your wildcard 6 draft video for game week 6. Yeah, that'll be out on Sunday. Thank you very much, and good luck to yourself, my friend. Best of luck to everybody in the chat. Do keep your likes coming in. If you haven't already, make sure you are liking today's stream. We're close to actually hitting 250 somehow. We've been sneaking it up. Who is the more nailed Arsenal fullback? I genuinely wouldn't go near any of the Arsenal fullbacks, in my opinion. Is Enzo a good transfer? He's all right. Bench Porro or Reinders? I bench Reinders. What is your current rank? I'm not relevant right now, but I hope to get him top. I think we're like 6 million something. It's not great. It's not great. We need some We need some weeks to go right for us. Let's put it that way. Hopefully this could be the week. Hopefully this could be the start of it. And let's see where we end up. Play 2 out of Reinders, Esteve, Juve, or Murillo. I'd start Murillo. And I'd probably start Esteve. And then I'd just have like Juve ready to come in if necessary. Couldn't get my words out there. If necessary. So yeah. That's probably where I'd line up on that one. Bench, Pedporo or Cucurella. Probably Cucurella. No worries, mate. Thank you for joining the stream. Boom, boom, boom. Porro or Van der Ven? Probably Porro. And Dye or Tarkowski? And Dye... no, Tarkowski, actually. I think his base is probably a little bit higher than Ndai for this week. Anyway. Would you play Milenkovic, Van der Ven, or an Anderson from Forest? I would probably play Milenkovic. Yeah, I'd probably play Milenkovic. Oh, my belly is... It is rambling, to say the least. It is rambling. I don't know if I should start Murillo or Esteve. Start Murillo and, like, if it goes tits up, you can just... Esteve's just there waiting and ready, isn't he? Easy. Done. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Thanks for the answers, bro. Good luck. Yeah, best of luck to everybody in the stream and stuff. Obviously, go and check out all the other big boys that are going live now. Yeah, we've absolutely smashed it out of the park today. I think we've hit like 140 new subscribers in the door, which is always what we want to see. And, you know, the likes have been there. The comments have been there. You've been absolute legends, as always. So, yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up. Obviously, like I said, Turtle is popping out. So, yeah, we're gonna go and drop the kids off. Best of luck to everybody in game week 5. Obviously, there'll be a video out tonight. And, yeah, enjoy. Best of luck this game week, guys. See you in a bit.